Hello, everyone, and happy Monday. I hope your weekend went well and you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It is Lindsay here with another jewelry unboxing, and I have for you tonight a Thredup 5-pound DIY. I was debating on either doing this or America's Thrift Supply, but I figured if I had a poll, you guys would pick this one. So I went for it. This is the only one that I have left. I believe that's from a recent restock, but I have some old ones still. So we'll see when I ordered it when we get to the invoice. If you're new here, I am a part-time reseller here on YouTube and also Poshmark. And I do post videos Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern of mystery unboxings. I do a lot of jewelry lately, but I also do some of the other Thredup boxes, like the purse boxes and designer boxes and the fun boxes. So if you enjoy any type of reselling content or mystery unboxings, make sure you subscribe. And I did have a bonus sterling sale on Black Friday. If you missed that, I will link it here. Make sure you go back and check that out. I did have 50 items of sterling silver. So without further ado, let's get this open. Just real quick, I'll go over the ordering instructions. For a box like this, I do need a timestamp of the item, the price, and a brief description. And I'll need an email sent to LINDSMCLARK@yahoo.com. I have that here on the screen. I will get you out a PayPal invoice. If you're emailing me this evening before probably midnight Eastern, I'll send you an invoice tonight. If not, it'll be tomorrow. And I do require payment within 24 hours of the invoice being sent. If you're a new customer, make sure you also send me your mailing address. So let's go ahead and get this open. It, of course, came from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. These boxes are incredibly hard to get. I have not seen them live, probably since I ordered this one. Obviously, if I see them, I'm going to grab one, but even if you see them, a lot of times they're sold out before you can even get them in your cart. But they are very, very hard to get, but they are usually worth it, because my last one was amazing. I had that, what was it, 18 karat gold ring in there. So there can definitely be some amazing treasures. So here is the lot, and we'll take a first look in a second. September 3rd was the order date on this one. These are just slightly cheaper than the mix box. They are $58 plus tax, and you are still charged $9.99 shipping. And I do enjoy unboxing these. Usually, in my experience, you do get a little bit more branded items than the Goodwill Blue Box or the America's Thrift Supply, but they are all completely random. This looks like an interesting lot, a lot of larger items, which I am not opposed to because I can get through it a little quicker. A really nice cuff bracelet there. So we'll go ahead and get out a handful and see what they sent us. If there's any metal that needs to be tested, I will do that. Either insert it as we go or just wait till the end, but we'll just see what we've got. Sometimes you can get a lot of sterling and other times none at all. Okay, so I think the other pearl, I'm going to move in just a little bit. I think the other pearl necklace in there is broken, but this one seems to be okay. There is some scratching on there. And these are just faux, like faux Baroque pearls, but there is some wear on this and scratching. But it is still very pretty. And I apologize for the permanent marker on my hands. That was from when I recorded the Black Friday sale. I do not see any markings on this one, and I assume it is just gold tone. We'll do $3 on that one. Just note it does have a little bit of scratching there on the pearls, but it's still very pretty. And if we can get this larger pearl necklace out of the way, I may do that because we are going to start losing some pearls and it might make a big mess. So let's take a look and see what we have here. So there is this very large multi-strand pearl necklace. And of course that one's branded. So it is just the limited, so costume. But it is tangled up in something. And one of the strands is loose. So this whole piece is going to be in craft. There's a lot here. So we'll do $2 for this necklace. And that is definitely going to be a $6 ship on that one. That is pretty heavy. So I'm going to move that into craft. That will be $2 for all of the pearls. And I will add more pearls if they are loose in there. I'm already seeing a couple. So that's a bummer that's broken, but that was probably almost a pound. We do have this really cool clamper bracelet. This is broken, I believe. So it is definitely not staying closed. Yeah, unless somebody didn't have it closed right. So it looks like this goes in there. And it is fairly secure, so maybe it just wasn't closed right. I am not seeing any markings on this, but it is substantial. So I'll see if I can find out anything about that one. Yeah, it is pretty secure. I just don't think they had it in there, and it is definitely on the smaller side. I am not real coordinated with getting bracelets on myself. So yeah, I think that's okay. I think it is staying closed. But yeah, definitely no visible markings that I'm seeing, but I'm going to look into that a little closer. A lot of times those can be kind of hidden on there. And this one is coming in. The bottom will sit about a 7, but I would say best on a 6.5 max on that one. So I will put some info on the screen. That is a very hefty piece. And we do have, it looks like an Alex and Ani bracelet here. And this one is kind of like a brass tone. And this is a neat one. I will Google Lens this one too. Some of them are worth more than others, and I've never seen this design. It does show some wear, but it's kind of also intentionally distressed looking. So I'll put a price on the screen for that one. And we do have a couple necklaces here. This is a acrylic statement necklace, and it is like a peach color. Pretty good condition on that, maybe just some minor scratching. And the metal is in really nice shape. I don't see any copper coming through. And this one is not branded. I don't see any markings on it. But a lot of times on these, they have a lot of copper coming. So the clasp is just a little bit loose there, but I think it is staying closed. And again, this is in nice shape. We'll do $3 on the statement necklace. Really neutral piece for any time of year. And we do have this leather band bracelet. It says, "Do small things with great love." And that is cute. I don't see any markings on it. Ooh, maybe there is. Let me see here. That is Laurel Denise. I have never heard of that one, so I'll look it up. It does have an extender on there. Right now it's at a 7, but it can go a little bit larger or it can go smaller. So I'll put a price on the screen for that one. And we do have this Fornash necklace. This is broken. Good brand on this. We might be missing some pieces entirely, but you may be able to just add a different kind of jump ring or just craft with it. These would even make, you know, like really pretty gumdrop studs where you can make several pairs of earrings. That will be in craft for $1. And we do have this faux pearl cross necklace with gold tone metal. Really nice shape on that one. A little bit of wear on the clasp, but otherwise it looks good. This is short. Let me see if we can get a length on this one. I don't normally take a lot of time measuring necklaces, but this looks short in my opinion, so it might be a choker. Yeah, the total length is 15 inches. So you may want to put an extender on there. But it's in good condition. We'll do $3 on that. Otherwise, it'd be a nice crafting piece. So we're getting some decent items so far. We do have an earring here. Move that aside. And here is a necklace. That is, it almost looks like a spiny oyster pattern, but it's just acrylic. And it's on silver tone. But the chain and everything is in really nice condition. We'll do $3 on that one. That's nice. And this looks like an interesting piece here. It has some little like crochet type flowers. And then I believe these are amethyst chips. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this one. But definitely some nice pieces of amethyst on it if you were going to repurpose. But it looks like it's just strung on a fabric cord. So probably somebody made this. But it's a neat piece nonetheless. We'll just do $3 on that for the components. But I don't really think it's wearable. But definitely feels like real amethyst. It's cold to the touch. We got a massive statement necklace here. And this is, I believe, J. Crew. It is. I love my J. Crew. So let's take a look at her and see what's going on. Very cool, like smoky quartz colored stones. And I'm not really seeing anything jumping out that's missing on this. I love the kind of opalescent ones there, the blue. Okay, so we are missing one back here and there. And there is some paint loss on the yellow ones. And definitely over there that shows some wear. It is on a fabric backer. And there is wear along the metal as well. Definitely a lot of tone loss there. And the Senorita clasp is basically all silver. So what a cool piece. If you were wearing your hair down, it wouldn't really be that noticeable with some of the wear and the missing stones. This part is really gorgeous. I will Google Lens that, but let's do $5 on this one. Very cool piece. I do love J. Crew. And next up we have this hammered silver torque necklace. And it looks like there is some sticker residue on this one. I don't see any markings. It looks like there was a sticker and it just kind of is worn in now. And this is not magnetic. I can't make anything out that's written on the sticker. Let me just give this a quick scratch so we can try to keep things moving. It's not scratching copper, but I don't think it's sterling either. Yeah, that's just disappearing under the acid, whatever that is. So it's a cool piece, but it does show wear and a lot of tone loss there. So we're just going to put that one into craft for $1. And we do have a couple bangle bracelets here. These are really pretty with the inlaid shell. This one is missing a piece of shell. And I don't see any markings. The other one seems to be okay. We'll just do 2 for $1 on that, since that one is missing a piece. And we have this beautiful faceted bead necklace, another nice layering one with the tiny black faceted beads. We'll do $3 on that one. I don't see any maker's mark. And we do have a little bit of a tangle here. That is a cool earring. Put that aside. And this necklace does show quite a bit of wear and tone loss. And this one was just a Claire's piece. That will be in craft for $1. We have this necklace, kind of a chain link, and it is very lightweight. Very nice rhinestones. It looks like they're all there. We'll do $3 on that one. It's in nice condition. And we have this bracelet that says die on it. And it seems to be in okay shape. I don't see any other markings. There is like a clearish rhinestone there. That's magnetic. Let's just do $2 on that one. And this is a cool necklace. I don't see any markings on it. These are real pearl and then some glass beads. That looks really nice. And it is definitely on the shorter side. I don't believe there's markings on that one, but I'm going to Google Lens that. It looks really, really nice. This one looks like a little bit longer than that other necklace that I said was really short, but it is kind of chunky. It's 16 inches total length, but it might fit a little bit shorter than that based on the thickness of the beads. But that is really cute. So I'm going to see what I can find out about that and put a price on the screen. And I do have just a few loose pearls there. We'll move that in the bag. And we have a ring or something here. That actually looks like it's an earring, so I will move that with the earrings, and I will check it over for markings. This is a cool necklace. These kind of feel like a wood bead, but they do have a finish on them. And then some other really cool beads on there. And it looks like this is in good condition. It is marked. It says Japan. So that might be a vintage piece possibly. I'm going to Google Lens that one too. And I'll put a price on the screen. And I just dropped a pearl. I'm going to grab that before Phoenix gets it. We're moving through this box pretty well so far. This is another neat necklace here along with a tassel. And I'm not sure what the material is on those. They almost look like a carved skull. I'm not sure if that's the intention, but that's kind of what it looks like. I don't see any markings on it, but it seems to be in good shape. The tassel is a little bit discolored, so it could use a wash and a reshaping. But really neat beads. Let's do 5 on that one. All right, we do have this glass pendant, really nice white with the gold swirl, and I would definitely put that on a different cord. This one is just a little bit shredded, it looks like, but really nice pendant. Let's do $4 on that one. I will include the cord, but I would probably switch that out. Next we have a brooch, and this is a Santa with enamel, gold tone metal. And I don't see any markings on this one. And his pin back is working, a little bit of wear, but overall really cute. We'll do 5 on that one as well. And we got a few more pearls there. An earring. And just a couple more things before we grab another handful. We do have this shell necklace. We'll just put that into craft for $1 if anybody wants that one. And there's 2. This one does have a chain. Looks like this chain that it's tangled with is marked 925. Every time I get sterling like this, it's usually very knotted. So there is a knot there in the chain, and a larger knot here. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that out. I am not the best with doing this. Okay, actually that came out there fairly easy. So there is just a knot here. And it has an extender. There is a little bit of a knot on the extender also. And this one says AV925. So let me clasp this up and we will test that. I will test it now since we have this out. I'm not sure what the AV stands for. This is my older stone, so you have to scratch it a little bit harder. But yes, that is definitely coming in as sterling. So let's just do $8 on this if anybody would like it, and I'm just going to sell it as is with the 2 knots. So I'm going to get this wiped off, and then I'm going to put that in a bag, and then we can just keep going. We have another shell necklace. That'll just be $1. I'm going to put that into craft. We have this kind of a copper color that says live on it. And it looks like this is showing some wear. It does have an extender there. I don't see any other markings. We'll just do $2 on that one. That is a gorgeous earring. It looks like we're missing a stone. And we do have this shell necklace. This is cute. Very nice condition. Blue beads and then the little tiny shells. We'll do $3 on that one. That's a nice layering piece. And we have this necklace that's on this green cord. And it looks like it's a long, I don't know if it goes like this. I don't see any branding on this one. I'm not really sure how it goes. Let's just do $1 on that one. I'll just put that into craft. But it looks like it's in good condition overall. But we'll just craft that for $1. Okay, so this necklace might be intended to stack up with the other one. This says laugh, and it is like a distressed gold tone. So we'll do both of those for $3 if you want the live and laugh. And then we have this stretch bracelet. The stretch is pretty good on this one. I think these are glass. And it says it takes a big heart to teach little minds. So that's a really cute little teacher gift. But it does have wear on the pendant. So if you didn't want that on there, you could definitely take that off and replace it with something else. But the beads are nice. Let's do $3 on that one. And let me get these pearls out of the way. And then we might even be able to dump out the rest. Let me just pull out this watch that's here. Might be a half of a watch. I believe this is just Geneva. Yeah, Geneva. It's cute, but it is broken, and Geneva does not resell well, so it's not really worth fixing, but a neat crafting piece. There is scratching along the face. And we do have this necklace. It is a multi-layer necklace with these little shell chips. And it looks like the chain is in pretty good condition. It's a 3-layer chain and then goes down into the discs. We'll do $3 on that one. That's not bad. And let's go ahead and dump out the rest of the bag. We're doing pretty well with this one in terms of, you know, getting through it quickly. So I do like that, but hopefully there are some treasures in here still. Has not been an amazing box, but hasn't been terrible. There aren't many earrings. You know, I had a ton of earrings in my America's Thrift Supply box. We have this really pretty shell necklace. There might be a little chip there. It is a bit rough texture on the end. And it is a beaded necklace, and then looks like it's even a shell clasp. Really pretty, like rust color. We'll do $3 on that one. It's not real noticeable with the chip. That's a pretty piece. And we do have a ring here. And I believe this is just gold tone. There's a lot of color loss. And let me get a size on that one. That is a size 6. I'm just going to put that into craft. It does have a lot of tone loss on it. And we do have this little charm here. And that one's not magnetic. Let me see if I see any markings in the bail. I do not. Let me give it a quick scratch here. That one is not scratching copper. Okay, it is marked on the top of the bail. That is 10 karat gold electrofill on that one. There is some discoloration. We'll just do $3 on that one. But it is cute. And we'll move the earring out of the way. Let's take a look at this necklace here. Clear rhinestones. We're missing a stone, or no, the stone is there, but it's cloudy. So maybe some water got behind that one. Otherwise, all the stones are there. The metal is in decent shape. And we do have a hang tag. That's interesting. There's a hang tag like that, but no maker's mark. I don't know if it got worn off, but usually when they're large like that, there would be writing on it. That's still wearable. It's, you know, you could certainly replace that stone or just wear it as is. We'll do $3 on that one. Otherwise, it's in good shape. And we do have this here. This is pretty. I think these are just an acrylic. I don't know if it could be missing something there, but it's not, you know, overly noticeable. You could replace it or just wear it as is. And this one is fairly adjustable with where you could put it, but it's an interesting piece with the AB coated and then the yellow. I don't see any branding on that one. We'll do $3 on that. And this is gorgeous. And I guess it maybe hooks in the front. But this pendant is absolutely stunning. It says forever steadfast, forever changing. And then there is a little mark on the bottom. It says WP. So I'm not sure what that is. But this looks like it could be something nice. It says WP, and this is not magnetic. So I'm going to Google image search that one and get some more info. If we need to test it, I will insert that, but that looks really nice. And I just absolutely love that pendant. So that's potentially a good item. We have this little tack pin here. And this does have a marking on it. It says AW. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a pewter. And then a gold tone. But just a really cool angel tack pin. We'll do $2 on that one. And we have this faux pearl necklace, beautiful pendant on it. Those are just illusion stones, I believe, so we're not missing anything. And really nice emerald green. And this one looks to be in very nice shape. I don't see any maker on it. Let's see. There is a hang tag here. It says E. It just says E. I was thinking maybe that could be Erica Lyons, but I don't see the L. So I will image search that one and we'll put a price on the screen for that. It's in good condition, definitely just costume, but I'd like to find out the brand if I can. We have this bracelet here. This has some weight to it. There is some discoloration and tarnish on the clasp. And this possibly could be broken. I don't know how that connects, but this looks well made. And it is not magnetic. That is just scratching copper. So on that one, I'm just going to put that in a craft. It looks like it's broken. That will be $1. Oh, and this might have come off of that necklace. So this says, love is our best. Love is our best renewable resource. Ooh, and that says 925. But I mean, this really gives the vibe of this. So I don't know if this So these are removable. So I don't know if that is supposed to be on there as a set or if this doesn't belong, but that could be, you know, why the other part didn't say 925 because it's on this. So let's go ahead and test this part. And then let's test this chain too while we're doing that and see what we can find out. If that 925 pendant doesn't belong on it, once I do some research, I'll take it off. But I think it looks cool on there. So the pendant is 925. They're both 925. So that's amazing. That definitely looked like a nice piece with that WP. So I'm going to still Google image search that and see what I can find out. But yeah, I believe that would go with this. And this one actually says 925 under the WP. So that is so cool. I really love this piece. So can't wait to find out what that is about. It's an earring. And we have this necklace here. This one does not have any maker's mark on it. I'm just seeing if all the jump rings are intact. It looks like it is. This one does have some weight to it. And it looks to be in nice condition. And it's just magnetic. Let's do $3 on that one. That's in nice shape. We have an Alex and Ani bracelet. And this one is a dragonfly. I don't see any marks for 925 on this one. I know some of them can be. It does have a little tarnish and could benefit from a polishing. But really pretty. Let's do $4 on that for the dragonfly. Alex and Ani. I know some people collect those. And we have this bracelet. The stretch seems to be pretty tight on that one. I'm just going to put that into craft for $1. And we have this necklace. This definitely has some weight to it also. It is a fish necklace. And in really nice condition. And the fish are not magnetic. I don't see any markings anywhere. So I'm going to Google search that one too. It seems substantial and well made. So I'll see if I can find anything on that one also. And we have this really pretty bangle bracelet that has a rhinestone in it. And it is J. Crew. It definitely has some wear on it and could benefit from a little polishing. But I love the twisted design on that one. That one is sitting in at a size 8. We'll do $5 on the J. Crew. And we're coming close to the end here, not too much more. We do have another necklace that's similar to one we looked at a little bit ago. But first I'm going to get rid of these pearls and put those in the craft bag. Yeah, so I think the other one is missing a stone because that one has that there. I love the color on this one with the teal. This one, even though it has a stone here, I would say it's showing a bit more wear. There is some markings on there. But really cool color combo. And there's the back of it. We'll do $3 on that one. If you want both of them, we can do 2 for $5. And we do have a pin here, and this has a marking. And I believe that says Park City, and it's a chair lift. That's super cool. And it just says RTSI, I believe, 1979. So probably a vintage Park City pin. So I'm going to image search that one as well, but that is a really cool piece. And the pin back is working. The enamel is in really nice condition on that. So that's a good find. And we have a couple earrings here we can exclude. And we have this toggle clasp charm bracelet. This is marked LC. So probably Liz Claiborne. We're missing a stone. This is beautiful. I love this with all the mixed kind of stones. And this one has a locket. And then you have the one marked LC. And then this puffy heart one. That is so cute. The metal is in good condition. It's got 2 adjustments on the toggle. And that is sitting in at 6.5. Other than the one missing stone, it looks like it's in really nice condition. I love this. That should be an easy fix. Let's do $5 on this one. That is really unique. Beautiful for Valentine's Day. So we'll do 5 on that one. And that won't really be that noticeable once you have it on. And we got earring here. And we have this little pendant. I think this is just acrylic. This one is marked though. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is marked WP 925. Do you think that this would go on that necklace? Phoenix. So I did clip that on there. It does clip. So I don't know if it goes, but I'm going to leave it on there for right now. It is a darker silver than the rest of the necklace. So, you know, stay tuned on that. We'll see. But that is awesome. This is a beautiful ring. And let me see if this has a marking. It has some weight to it. It definitely shows quite a bit of wear. But it looks really well made. A beautiful, I guess that's a magnolia flower. I think it's a size 6. That one's just copper. It is a 5.5. It does show wear, but the actual flower is gorgeous. Let's do $3 on that one. And there's another ring here. This one is marked. It's a few markings in here. It says Shell, SHEL BSB 2000. And it just says 925. So I don't know if that's a branding mark or if that's an inscription of some kind. But let's go ahead and test that, and then I will look that up and put a price on the screen for based on the brand if I can find anything. But yes, that one is sterling. So quite a few pieces of sterling in this box. We had the tangled necklace, that awesome WP, and then that ring. And then we've got a few loose pearls here. This one is broken. I'm going to put that into the trash. We do have a little clasp here. I don't see any markings. That'll be in craft. An earring backer. And then we've got a bit of a tangle, it looks like. So move that into the craft. And we have this gorgeous ring. This one I don't believe is marked. There's kind of, maybe that's just where the top part is connected. It's like a little smudge inside. Oh, it is marked. It is marked. Okay, so this one is just marked stainless steel. So that's good to know. Now it does show some, maybe it's plating loss, because I don't think stainless steel tarnishes. So there's a little plating loss on the top of the flower. But it is definitely a very sturdy ring. This one is coming in at a size 5 3/4. Let's do on that one just $3. It is showing some wear on the top, but a nice cocktail ring. And we do have this really pretty bracelet. It's got the sun and moon, and it's like a hinge style. And there is some tone loss on it, some plating wear. It is magnetic. I don't see any branding on there. It is a 7 1/4 if you want it to stay relatively closed. We'll do 3 on that one. It's cute. And this is the other half of the watch. So this is the other half of this watch. And this is marked 925 on the toggle. So I had no idea Geneva did anything in sterling. But I imagine that, I don't think well, maybe the beads along the case are. So let's go ahead and test this. Yeah, that's scratching like sterling. And so is that. So I definitely overlooked that at first. So the clasp is definitely, the case is not testing as sterling. So I'm not sure about any of the other beads. Yeah, so this is sterling, the clasp, and then these beads. So that's awesome. I'm just going to put that in a sterling scrap lot. That's pretty cool. I had no idea. I'm definitely going to have to look at Geneva's a little bit closer. Usually they are ones I just kind of put aside because they're not generally worth listing, but that is great. I am going to put this into a bag and move that aside for scrap. So I'm glad we had that other half in there. Otherwise that would have ended up in craft. We have this necklace here. This is LC. This one might be Lauren Conrad. And this is just probably a choker and then a nice layering necklace. And it looks to be in good condition. There's multicolor little beads on it and gold tone. We'll do $3 on that one. And then we have this toggle clasp bracelet. And it looks like this is in good condition. There's no adjustment on it. And I don't believe I see any markings. That one is coming in at a 6 1/2. And it's magnetic. We'll do $3 on that one. And we have this ring here with a starfish and an opalescent stone. All right, so this one is a bypass, so it is adjustable and it is marked. It is marked Alex and Ani 925. So how cool. I was thinking this was just costume. But yeah, it definitely shows a bit of tarnish. But how precious is this one? So let's test this. And yes, 925. So that is awesome. We'll do $10 on the Alex and Ani ring. And we do have another ring here. This is a B ring. It is open, so it can be adjusted. And this one's marked 925 also. Oh my. And let me see if there's another marking on there. No, I'm only seeing 925 on that one. And I do think that this one is sterling. So I'm glad I'm testing as I go, because this would be quite a bit to do at the end. That is sterling also. We'll do $10 on that one as well. Let me see if we can get a size on it. I don't think it's a toe ring because it's pretty large. It's in an 8 right now, but it can be adjusted. So $10 on the B ring. And we're just down to our final pieces here. There's another ring here. This one is in nice condition. But I'm going to check it out and see if there's any markings. I don't see anything. That one is just costume. This ring is sitting in at a size 8. Let's do $3 on that one. That's pretty. An earring. And we have this necklace here. Very dainty with the little star. And I think this is marked too. The star is marked 925. And let me see if there's any markings. Yeah, it's marked 925 there as well. That is adorable. I don't see any other markings other than the 925. So let's go ahead and test this one also. It's in very nice condition. I don't see any tarnish on it. We'll hit the chain and the pendant. And I'm going to bag that one when we're done testing it, so we don't lose it or it doesn't get tangled. That is sterling. We'll do 15 on this one. Let me get a measurement. It does look like it is on the shorter side. Probably 16 inches on this one. That is gorgeous. And it is definitely in giftable condition. Yes, it's 16 inches. So if anybody wants that for a gift, that would be amazing. We will do 15 on the Gold for May star necklace. So let me bag that up. I'm glad I went to open this today. Like I said, I was debating between this and an America's Thrift Supply. But, and I do love the America's Thrift Supply, but there is something really exciting about the Thredup ones just because of all of the branded and, you know, definitely, they all have, you know, probably equal potential. Just takes one item to make or break a box, but I don't know. My last couple thread ups have been pretty good. So this is a gorgeous bracelet, and it is adjustable. I'm just getting it untangled. Right now it's set kind of small, and that is really pretty. And it looks well constructed. I don't see any maker's mark on it, but it feels well made. It is magnetic. Let's do $5 on that one. That is gorgeous. A little bit different gold tone than the necklace. I would say that would be a cute set, but it's a little bit different gold tone. We have a clasp here. That will be in craft. And then this is our final little tangle, and then we'll go on to the earrings. And this looks like it could be made well here. We do have an earring there. And I normally don't like rush to research something when I'm done with the box, because I'm usually pretty tired out after doing these, but I am definitely going to look up that WP before I put anything away. So this one looks like the clasp is maybe not closing all the way. There's just a slight separation that might be normal. It's not marked, but this definitely looks like it's made well. Really nice pendant on there and kind of the brushed gold tone. Let's do $5 on that one. It's in good shape and really nice stacking piece. So that's a pretty item. All right, so this is kind of a very big mess. There's this necklace here, and I have no idea how that goes, but it is tangled in a multi-layer necklace. And there's this glass beaded necklace, and then also this silver ring necklace. So we have this tangle here. There's these beautiful glass beads, this silver tone ring necklace. There's a dainty 925 necklace with this druzy. And there's some other kind of multi-layer silver necklace. And then this gold tone with rhinestones. So I have no idea what the condition of these pieces are, but if anybody would like this tangle, I'm just going to sell it for $10. So we can move forward. And there were 2 other necklaces that I got out, so we'll look at those. So I'm going to go ahead and bag this up separately. So the tangle will be $10. So let me take a look at these 2 necklaces here, and then we'll go through the earrings quick. This necklace here, very silky chain. I don't see any markings on that one right now, but we will check it. That is magnetic. We'll just do $2 on that one. It's in really nice shape. And we do have this very silky necklace as well. Looks like there might be some discoloration on it. Again, it's a very dainty chain. And this one does have a marking. Oh my, this one is 925 Italy. Unbelievable box. So several pieces of 925. I think we had at least 2 925 rings. That is sterling. Let me get a measurement on that one, and we'll just do a price on it now. It does need a polishing. It's got some discoloration. This one's a little bit longer, it looks like. That's a 20-inch chain. We'll do $15 on the sterling chain. Very nice clasp on that one. And then we'll go through the earrings. So let's go through the earrings. I don't really think we had any matches other than, yeah, these feathers are not even a match. So I'll do a small single earring lot. I know a couple of my subscribers, you know, enjoy the single earrings. So we're just going to put the feather ones in there. We had, this one's pretty substantial, but we did not get a match, but a really cool piece. And there's this acrylic one. I'm not going to check all of the, you know, hooks to see if they're sterling. We're just going to put that in there. We have this one, I assume, is a acrylic. There is a little chunk out of that one. And we have this one that has some discoloration. That's beautiful. Just costume. So interesting, we got these, but they're two different ones. You could certainly wear those together. We'll do, if you want this, we'll do $2. I don't know if they're supposed to be mismatched, but I don't see any markings on there. I will Google search those though. They look like they're well made. So we'll do $2 on those. This one was cool. Kind of celestial pattern. That would also be a fun crafting piece. We'll put that in the earring lot here. And that one, we had a Christmas earring. We had this pretty cool one. So yeah, I don't think we had any matches. That one. This earring says gold filled. I'm going to still put that in the single earring lot. This one just looks like costume, but it's not magnetic. I think we might have missed this earlier. It's a ring, but it's all copper. That'll just be in craft for $1. Here's our single earring lot for today. Pretty small. We got no matches of earrings. We'll do $3 on the single earring lot. And that was it. And that was the craft lot. So not a ton in there either. Most of it was made up of that pearl necklace. So I am thrilled with this box again. Absolutely obsessed with that waxing Poetic necklace. We got several pieces of sterling. I lost count how many there were. Quite a few branded items. So please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts were. I will definitely pick up another one of these anytime that I can see them. But like I said, the last one I bought was this, and that was back in September. So all you got to do is keep checking the site and hope to get lucky. But I will definitely order them anytime they're available. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of the evening. Make sure you email me if there's anything you're interested in. And I'll be back on Thursday with another video. Take care and have a great week.